I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Rams going up against the Colts.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, at Lucas Oil Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Indianapolis Colts. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now a first down throw, gone. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Goff. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On first down, it's gone. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Offense in a good spot here. 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Marshall. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, it's Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Out of the gun, Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down. Wolf. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On 1st and 10, Goff. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
To throw on 2nd down. Wolf. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Bobby Wagner. In from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Wolf. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. This is fielded at the 7. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. To throw on 2nd down is gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and goal from the 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Rams have got it back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's got room. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll try the air now with Goff. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now Goff on first down. Finding some room at midfield. Looking middle, and that's complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Goff on first down. Wide open receiver complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
On first down, gone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Third and 2, Goff. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. First down. Wolf goes to Ware on the screen. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Wolf. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wolf trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Another carry now for Gurley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Goff. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now Goff. His throw caught right around the 6. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Marshall into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now Marshall. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
From the gun, Wolf. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Off the play fake. Wolf. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go. Detroit. All right, now look at
Operating from the gun. Wolf. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Colts send out their punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, Get him out in the flat and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, here's Goff. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Rams on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot.
On 1st and 10, Wolf. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Detroit.
A final shot before break. Wolf, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break, as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Early lead in that one for the Packers. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Fresh set of downs here.
Detroit. Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Gun. Leopard.
They go play action here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 17. And an alley to run. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And here's Marshall. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They'll run with Marshall. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Rams on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
2 for 66. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is Marshall. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on first down. Past the 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing, no pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal?
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession, and so far they've done a nice job of that.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Goff now to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal to go now. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say,
and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. D. Ford in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey. Set. Blue, line it. 3 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Watch tight end. Here we go now. Blue, no. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wolf. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Set. Detroit. All right, now look at 56.
Throwing on 1st down. Wolf. He's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Back now here on EA Sports. So we've got a 2nd and 5. On the ground, this is Jackson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more? And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On first down, Wolf. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
To throw on second down. Wolf, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off off by Tony Jefferson.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now it's Jackson. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down at 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Rams on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Goff. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jackson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They run again with Jackson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, it's Marshall. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Looking to throw. Wolf. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. The Colts on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for L.A., they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. With that, we say...